Oh yeah, okay. I ran into this one class and they were teaching like Gerudo, some Gerudo women about men and how to romance them. And like the teacher, if you talk to her, she's like, "Oh, would you like to be a part of our class and like learn about men?" And I'm like, "Sure." And she's like, "Class, let's show this little traveler. Let's show her all we know about men." And she's like, "Okay, let's say you see a handsome man outside. Once you leave the town, you see a handsome man in the wild and you want him to be yours. How do you approach him?" She goes to the first woman. And that woman's like, "Yes. I smile and wave at him, but I am cautious in case he is a diversion for an attack." The teacher's like, "Yes, yes. Good. Good to keep your mind open about new experiences. You're on guard, but you're still open to meeting the man." 10 out of 19. 10 out of 10, okay. She asks the next woman. The next woman says, "I approach him with my hands out, so he knows I am not carrying a weapon." When can we get dating classes IRL? You want dating classes? You want dating for me? Are you asking for me? I've tried to help, but I don't know if it's me or if it's the people I try to help, but it don't work out. You know, what do they say? Coach, don't play. Play don't I don't know what they say. Oh, okay. Halloween. I was with friends. Friend of a friend was there. Cowboy guy. Goth cowboy, basically, was his Halloween costume. And vibe. He was talking about how there was this woman in his class who's older than her, and then we all called her mommy. And then he was like, "How should I get her to talk to me?" Yeah, and I was like giving him advice because I'm so invested. Like, I love helping people to get that rush. And he's like, "I want to take a selfie and send it to her, but how do I know it's good?" And then like he put a hat, and then somebody else put a hat on his hat, and I'm like, "No, take off the stupid fucking hat on hat. Just one hat if you must." No cowboy hat on cowboy hat. You're trying to be cute. You're not trying to be an idiot. Unless you want her to pity you so much that that she responds and says, "What the fuck are you wearing?" So I took that hat off. And then the person who put that on him was like, "I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't know I was not helping." And I'm like, "You are not helping. But you can fix that by staying out of this." He wants to pity sex for being that stupid. I'm like, if that's the route you want to go, if you want to be so pitiful that they feel bad for you, and if she's a mommy, you're hoping that she like needs to take care of you. I mean, I'm not gonna say it works. It might work once out of every 100. And if you want to risk it on her, if you really like her, I mean, go for it. But he wanted my help, so I helped him. And I took a photo of him, but I made him stick his hand out so it made like, it looked like he was taking a selfie. And I'm like, you have to make it look like you're taking a selfie and not that somebody's taking a photo of you. Because how do I put my thoughts to words? If she gets a photo that looks like a friend's taking a photo of him, then she might be like, oh, he's with people, I don't want to bother him, I'll talk to him later, right? That's not gonna get a response or the response you want. Why am I being so honest? Plus, if she might just be like, oh, he's hanging out. Oh, he's with girls or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, he's with someone. Right? So I made sure it looked like he was taking his own selfie. And then he showed off like a beer he was drinking, and then she said he had awful taste, and then yeah, he would just be like, what do I say? And I'm like, am I flirting with her for you? I'm fine with that, but like, is that what I'm doing? And then yeah, she was like, oh, you have awful taste in beer. And he's like, what should I say? And I'm like, just say like, what's your poison? Or like, show me next time. Or yeah. Oh, no, what did I say? I said first, my favorite flavor is free. What? My favorite flavor is free. People love it when I say that. Nothing beats free. I can riz when needed. My powers are too strong for this world. I had to be locked away. You guys get all my stories of when I'm not trying to riz and people are like, oh, I like your vibe. Could you imagine if I was a rizzy person? Could you imagine? And then sometimes other people are like, oh my goodness, you're not one of those stupid whores that like are only flirting. You're different. I like you. And it's like, oh my god, what do I do? You're not. I try not to be. Actually, I would love for one day to like have my mom on stream, which would be crazy. It would be absolutely crazy. But I just want her to vent about her life, because if you think I have like people chasing after me, my mom has the craziest drama novela stories of just people willing to throw their lives away for her. Every so often I get a hint more of drama, and it's like, Mama, tell me more. I need to know, Mama. Troll Mother's Day stream. Because I don't think I can tell the stories as well as her, because I don't remember all the details. She just goes and this little shit comes along and she looks at you, alright. What? What are your words, magic man, funny man? But okay, what was one story? What's one funny story? She was telling me a lot of things the last time I visited her. Some of them I knew, some of them I didn't know. She told me one time that she was hanging out with a friend, and he had a girlfriend, or he had a fiance, and he asked my mom to like pick him up because they were gonna hang out or something, and then she did, and then his fiance's brother was with them too, and they were like all hanging out, and my mom was driving them, so her friend's in the passenger seat and his fiance's brother is in the back of the car, and he falls asleep in the back, so it's just the two of them awake while they're driving. And then my mom says the guy says he has something to tell my mom, that he has an issue that he fell in love with someone. And my mom's like, oh my goodness, who? Who is it? He's like, you know her. And then my mom thought it was so crazy because he's talking about this with his fiance's brother in the back. But he was sleeping. But still, that's so crazy. What if he woke up? And the guy was saying like he doesn't know what to do, like he's getting married and blah blah blah. This would be the worst way to go about this, literally. And my mom was like, you're getting married, like it's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your fiance if you're gonna get married and you don't feel the love for her, if you feel it for someone else, right? She's like, you should come clean to your fiance so she can make the decision, and you come clean to the woman you love. Like, let her know what you don't know. Maybe she loves you back. Maybe it works out well, but it's not right to do this to your fiance. And the guy kept saying, no, I can't. Maybe you can have the iron. If it was manga, you never know. And the guy was like, no, I can't tell the girl I love because that wouldn't be right to her. And my mom's like, it wouldn't be right to her. It's not right to your fiance. It's not right to you. What do you mean? Like, it's already not right. It's already messed up. I feel lucky that I don't get romantic feelings on people, so no drama like this. The thing is, even if you don't get romantic feelings, what if they get romantic feelings for you? That's the drama. My mom's not flirting with him. He's just like, I have feelings for someone. You know her. And then the guy never did anything. He got married, everything. Him and my mom drifted apart because she had a big drama within her friends group, which I understand. I had the same thing when I was young. Big drama within her friends group. So like she didn't talk to anyone for years. Years after, she's like slowly reconnecting with people one by one. Your mom is so lucky having people that love her. It's not even like in a proper way though. You know, like it's not even in a proper way. It's like people who are wanting to cheat, people who are fine playing with other people's lives and feelings because they just don't want to be lonely at the end of it. Like they want to eat their cake and have it too, is how I feel. Your mom's the risk. That feels a little more bad. I mean, like, it's because like there's so many stories my mom has where somebody's actively dating and or married and they're like trying to convince my mom, before she was married, trying to convince my mom to like date them, and after she's married they're like trying to convince her to leave her husband, you know, which is crazy. Like it's like, you know, wishing all the best for people. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're all people. I need to be with someone. Like, that's how they feel. If your mom loses her job, she could start as a marriage counselor. I don't think that will work. All the men will want to marry her. But yeah, literally. Okay, so like a lot of these stories are people. My mom was very big into the party scene. Your mom needs her own podcast. My mom was very into the party scene when she was younger. So a lot of these people are like, she was really good to them when, let's say, other people in the friend group were fake or backstabby. Not to say everyone, but divorce helper. Not to say everyone, but like my mom has always been herself and always been true to herself. So I guess the fact that even years later, cause now she's older, now they're older. And I feel like when people get older, they're very worried. They're like, oh, time's running out. How am I gonna find someone to love me? Like, especially older men. Divorce attorney with 100% divorce, right? Not that I know a lot of older men, but like the few that I've met are all either unhappy. They're either married or they're unhappy. I will say, or they're married and unhappy. It's like, okay. Yeah, I've had bosses that are married and unhappy. But like, they're like, oh, I'm never gonna find any better. I don't want to be alone. Which is crazy. Because for those types of people, it is true. Even if they were alone, they wouldn't be happy. Like, they should find self-happiness. But it is hard for a lot of people. And yeah, so these guys that are like, oh, maybe they're single now, or maybe they're in a relationship but they don't want to leave it because they're worried about being alone, and then they remember my mother and they're like, oh, she was so good to me when I was young. I'm gonna call her up, you know. My best advice for happiness is be daily reminder that your wife can't divorce you. I don't know, we're getting into the future. We're getting into the future. That might happen. That might happen. That might be fun to watch, not to experience, but to watch. You get a raffle. If there's a very popular waifu, everyone enters the raffle to marry her, and then you pick the raffle, and then you marry her, and it's obviously pay to win, right? And then it's a subscription base to keep her happy. And if you fail that, if you can't pay anymore, then you get a divorce. And then it's a cancellation fee, and then you have to pay alimony. She can't, because if she does, you can just reprogram. But then you have to be smart enough to program the robot girlfriend. You have to go into tech. The future sucks. Forgive me, but we all know subscription is the way of the future, whether we want it or not, and we all don't want it. I assume. Just go online for someone to do. Oh, okay. Well, you pay a fee, I guess, but still. My wife ain't acting right. Can I get a jailbroken wife? That sounds so horrible. Nobody clip me. Nobody clip me. Oh my goodness, this was a stolen wife. I do feel like my oxygen subscription has expired. My head hurts. Oh, my head hurts. I'm getting warm. You wouldn't download a wife. Oh my goodness. Anime, but this is season 2. The anime was so cute. I didn't finish it. Did not finish it. I need to. Would. I'll just would. Hard shell would. My wife is a robot. It literally is. Just my wife is a robot, I think. Should be real easy to find. Might watch it later. It's actually very cute. 。 I would recommend. But like, I need to know who to recommend it to before I recommend it to, because if I say robot romance, automatically some people are gonna be like, hell nah. But if they can get over that, other than that, it really is like the cutest thing ever.